Hello everyone. So I have not been completely honest with you lately. I've been keeping a little bit of a secret. You know how for the last 3 weeks you kind of just assume that I've been in the kitchen, just doing the thing, running the bakery as usual? Yeah, I haven't been around. Let me tell you more about how that came to be.
Hey, I'm Natalia, and I own Curious Cat Bakery, an all-vegan bakery based out of Florida where I make the best croissants you've ever had that just happen to be vegan. Now forget everything you think you know about owning a bakery because it's nothing like a rom-com. Sure, there are the awesome moments like seeing your stuff in grocery shelves and selling out at markets, but there's also a whole lot of work behind it. And I'm about to show you the real deal of what goes on behind the scenes at a bakery. And the reality is not always so sweet, but that's what oat milk lattes are for, which go well with some fresh pastries, and luckily in my line of work, there's always plenty of those around.
Are you excited?
Yes, very excited.
Are you nervous or anxious or anything stepping away from the business for the first time?
Yes. I am equal parts, no, not equal parts. I was going to say 50% excited, 50% nervous, but I feel like I am 80% excited, 20% nervous. The girls can handle this. I believe they can do this. Everything's going to be fine.
Okay.
I deserve a break.
You deserve a break.
But before that break could happen, there were a lot of things that needed to be put in place, mainly training my assistants, or as I call them, my two unicorns, to actually make the croissants. Because while they help me a lot in the kitchen, the process of actually making the croissants is all me. But I've become painfully aware that that is not a way to run a business. You need to have a team supporting you. So a year ago, I started preparing myself for this. I started hiring somebody to help and training them so that I could step away for a significant amount of time without anyone noticing. And this is what it came down to.
Good morning, everyone. On the way to the kitchen, and today is a very exciting day. Today is going to be the first time that we bake something in the kitchen that wasn't completely or in part done by me. I am training the girls so that they can do the whole process without me. If we want to grow, so it's still my recipe, it's still my technique, but I have to teach others how to do it, right? It has taken a lot for this type A control freak to kind of let go, but I've hired amazing people and I've been teaching them the process of doing everything. Yesterday, I left them in the kitchen and I was like, may the odds be ever in your favor. You guys know the technique, you know what to do. And we're heading into the kitchen right now and I'm excited to see what the product looked like. And it's gonna be a little teaching moment because they need to taste, they need to look, they need to be exactly the same as if I were doing it myself. So, how very exciting. Let's go. We are here, and this Florida humidity is doing wonders for my hair, obviously. So I was hoping that we could take a look at what they look like in the proofer. However, apparently the girls had an early start. They were worried that they were going to overproof, so they got here early. How are we doing? They look good so far.
So the way we did this is that we marked each of the trays that the girls made, one with Tiara's name and one with Dami's name, so that we could look at each of the croissants and see what technique worked, what didn't work, and how things could be improved.
Well, size-wise, they're all great. And I'll take a look at all of them, but I don't think I saw any major issues. Hers seem a little flatter than hers, and I wonder if that's a proofing issue, rolling issue. It might be that you just press down more on them. We'll pay attention to that when we do it today. Sure, they all look the same. They don't look oily, which is good, which means you preserved your layers in there. Yeah, these look good. Let's pick the ugliest of the bunch and try them, one from each. This one for yours. Okay. I mean, texture's there. We have the layers over here. Don't pay attention to my terrible manicure. See Dami's, even though it's a little flatter, so it's a little flatter than it should be, but we'll solve that tonight. Also has that crunch. Still have layers over here that the filling stayed in there. Still have layers on the side. Wanna taste it? All right, taste it. I'll take a taste of both of yours. Yep, it tastes exactly the same. This is a very hard job, but somebody's got to do it. Some of them have the right texture, the right taste. If you guys had done it wrong, it would have been more oily, had a different texture. Great. For the first try, I hired superstars. Do it again today, and next week, and next week. And by the time I leave, you guys are going to be running this place like you don't even need me.
And to ensure that that would happen, what followed was weeks of me letting them do their thing in the kitchen while I ran deliveries and focused on content so that I just wouldn't drop off the face of the earth while I was away. I ended up getting carried away and ended up making content for the rest of the year, which was awesome. But if you're wondering what kind of damage that incurs, this is what my kitchen looked like at the end of all that. One of the side quests that I was on during this time was that I was testing out merch that I plan on releasing at the end of the year. Let me know in the comments what you think of these shirts. I kind of love them. And of course, we couldn't just like let the girls handle everything right away. So I was in the kitchen a lot, but I kept my distance and I was doing my own thing and I just kept an eye on them, you know, just making sure everything was going okay. If they had any questions, they would ask me about it, and I was just kind of making sure everything was going as it was supposed to. And I did all of that while listening to some audiobooks, and I know I usually give you a review like 3 out of 5 stars, but then I realized this doesn't make any sense. It's a wasted opportunity to do something really dorky. So the first book was Midnight at the Houdini. I only picked it because of its cover, and it's about a magical hotel in Vegas. Sometimes when I'm scrolling through Pinterest, cute book covers will pop up. I mean, Pinterest knows me well, and that's how I ended up here. I give it 4 out of 5 croissants. Yes, that's what we're doing now. Next was Looking for Jane. This is a more serious novel than I usually go for, but it was absolutely incredible. I give it 5 out of 5 croissants. Actually, if I could give it 6, I would go read this book immediately. Then finally, there was It Happened One Summer. This is a rom-com, super easy read, nice beach read. It has Schitt's Creek vibes, so if you like that show, you definitely like this. A solid 4 out of 5 croissants. Okay, now going back to prepping before I leave town. Here inside of the walk-in fridge. These are not my ingredients, these are other people. But I'm in here because the girls texted me earlier today saying that they were done like 2 hours ahead of what I thought they were gonna be done. So I can't help but come in here and take a look at the work. And oh my god, everything looks perfect. Like, I guess I was just getting in the way. These girls know what they're doing. Like, the doughs are resting and everything looks great. Good for them. During this prep period, I was also doing a lot of meetings with the girls, explaining what my expectations were, what to do, what not to do, how to reach me if they needed to. There was a lot of instruction going, a lot of guidance, feedback on what they were doing to make sure that they really felt comfortable and that I felt comfortable leaving them with my baby. My business is my baby in their hands while I was gone. I wanted to make sure that they felt comfortable doing everything just like I do and that they didn't feel overwhelmed. That was a big thing that I did not want to happen. And by the end of it, they had it covered. They were confident, they got it, and they surprised me. This is the day before I leave on vacation. And these girls are like, we have something for you. Well, Tiara's not here yet, but Dami's like, me and Tiara did something for you. What is this?
Oh, this? The plastic wrap?
No, what's under the plastic wrap?
This is a cake that was created by our wonderful boss. And we followed the recipe so that we could give it to her before she left on her trip.
The boss is me.
Yes.
I cannot. To clarify, the boss is me.
And it took a long time because we had to use I only had one spring pan, so we had to do it over twice. And it all worked out.
You guys are amazing. Let me put this down over here because I can't even get over this. So these are like unicorn
buttercream.
Stop it. It's so perfect. You guys are perfect.
It fell off a little bit because of the drive, but
It's perfect. Are you kidding me?
I'm so glad you think so.
So this all started because I mentioned in conversation that when you're the baker, nobody makes you a birthday cake. You have to make your own. Like,
Yeah.
I honestly, this means so much to me. You're the best.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
You never have to bake a cake for me, but I appreciate it so much. Oh my
I'm so
god.
glad you love it.
Don't go try to steal my unicorns. Don't you dare.
We are curious cat unicorns only.
Oh, this is why I'm trusting the business with them. Because I know that I can.
We got this.
Thank you so much. I really, truly cannot get over this. It means the world to me. You truly have no idea. I still cannot get over the fact that they did this for me, and the cake tasted so good. If you want the recipe, I'll make sure to put the link in the description below. So with a full stomach and clear mind, I was able to leave my business for 3 weeks. Oh, and I just realized I didn't actually tell you where I went. You know what? Let me show you. That's right, I went to Paris and other parts of France for those 3 weeks, and it was amazing. Now, did everything go according to plan, and was the business okay? Did anyone even notice? I'll be sharing that, plus all of the amazing food that I had while on vacation right here on the next few vlogs, so make sure you stay tuned, and I will see you on the next one.